Happy Saturday, everybody. It's already mid-afternoon and I was like, I still need to make a makeup vlog. I was gonna go all day without it, but there's something about me also just getting in front of the camera and talking about what I've been working on that just makes me excited for the day. But we're not gonna do any foundation. Oh my gosh, I feel like there's something sitting here. But this morning was a cleanup time. So I have a pet duck, in case you guys don't know. She's actually the logo of my company, this one right here. I have a company, it's called Cacao by Dar business, and this is my little ducky. Now, is it exactly her? No, but is it very, very similar to her? Absolutely. But she has a little house outside, right? And the reason why we have to put her in a house is because there are so many things, so many predators out there that just like attack her. She has attracted so many different types of wildlife to our backyard and usually they are predators. For example, we have bobcats that show up from time to time. We have falcons or hawks. We have, what else do we have an owl the other night. There's a little camera that points towards her house so that we can kind of like monitor her. And then there was an owl the other night that came out and then just was trying to get in. And then of course we have the house cats. At one point I thought it was a snake. It could have been a really long lizard tail though. Possums, rats sometimes, not that often though. But just a lot of these random wildlife that you're like, okay, we used to never see you around here, and you guys just pop up a lot more than we thought. So, yeah, she's been, you can tell when she wants attention or needs something because she'll just be extra, extra loud. And it's a girl, her name is Bubba. And what's interesting about ducks is you can't tell if it's a male or a female until they lay eggs or they don't. And she started laying eggs and we were like, okay, so you're definitely a female, a woman. And my uncle actually said something before when we first got her, and she was very loud, like yelling, quacking, just like a wah, wah. And my uncle was like, you could tell it's a female. And I was like, why? Because she's loud and she talks a lot. And she's like, yeah, actually though. I said, well, you never know. And then next thing you know, she laid an egg and we're like, well, okay, you proved the point. So, yeah, she's just a silly little duck and she has water in her house. She has, we feed her cat food. Surprisingly, she's eaten cat food her whole entire life. She is 9, turning 10 next year, and it's her absolute favorite thing in the world. But then, when it's daytime and we let her out, she just loves, to eat the grass. She loves tomatoes. Ever since she was a baby, we would feed her little baby tomatoes, grape tomatoes, and she just would she would just eat it all. So I'm trying to find my brush here, but yeah, she would just eat all of that, and it's funny how her taste has not changed. So anyways, I spent the morning cleaning out her house, making sure it's clean and everything is okay, like she has enough food and water that she has there. And all morning, I gave her some fresh water. And usually ducks, they live in swamps or just kind of a little bit more murky water areas. They're not too picky about it, but she's so picky because we've had her ever since she was 10 days old. She's only used to certain things. She's very high maintenance. So once her water starts getting dirty, like she'll still drink from it, but when she sees like a big container of clear water, she goes ballistic and then she immediately starts bathing herself in it. So it's like she knows that it's time for a bath and she does it for herself. But yeah, she was super cute. So I spent the morning cleaning her house, and then also learning a little bit of Pangasinan. So if you don't know, I'm Filipino and I was born in the United States, right? So my parents are from the Philippines, so there's certain they know multiple languages in the Philippines, you know, because I think the universal one is Tagalog, right? But each, not island, but each district has almost their own language, right? So my nanay, my grandma, she speaks 5 different languages all within the Philippines, and then on top of that, English and a little bit of Spanish. And my sister and I only speak English. And we've been trying to learn, you know, we went to school and we learned some Spanish, right? But we're not like fluent in it. So we were just trying to see if we can preserve a little bit more of that, of our mother tongue, you know? Of course, I still want to learn Tagalog, but Pangasinan is our mother tongue because that's where our family is from. And a lot of people just don't know how to speak that. That's the hardest dialect, the hardest language to learn in the Philippines is Pangasinan. I would say the easiest is Tagalog, even though I still need to learn it, but I definitely can understand Tagalog a lot better than I can Pangasinan. But it's very important, especially if you're in the United States, and to just stay in touch with your roots, to stay in touch with what makes you you. And you know, if you're bilingual, be bilingual. If you're trilingual, be trilingual, and be proud of that. Because when I was younger, I remember it was kind of like, you know, you didn't want to speak anything but English because you're afraid of what other people are gonna say, or you know, people might be laughing at it. And this was in like the 2000s, the early 2000s. So I would say in 2020, it's definitely, or 2021s, the decades of 2020s are definitely going to be different from early 2000s, but that's kind of what we would go through, is just different things and that affects us being Filipino in America. And my sister and I are the first, is it first generation, second generation? If my parents came from the Philippines and they came here, that means that they started it, but so I think my sister and I are first generation Filipino-Americans, born here and everything. Let me know if I got that right. I might have twisted it up a little bit, but yeah, it's fun and exciting learning about your history and your culture, and you know, what others can relate to, even if you're not the same culture. Like, I'm sure a lot of people out there who have family members who come from a different country, and then they come here, and then you just see how they just like start their life. It's crazy. Just being the child of immigrants is a different thing to deal with already. So I haven't really been mentioning what products I'm using, because today is a little bit more of a life update or a fun conversation that has just been playing at my mind. Also, the other thing that I did this morning was take off my dip powder nails. I did it at home too, so if you want to see how I did that, leave me a comment down below, and the next time I can definitely film it. And do I want to do anything for eyebrows today? I feel like I should maybe gel it up a little bit. Let's see. Let me see here. If I can just briefly push it up a little bit. But this is the look that we're going for. It's not even, I didn't do much. Just concealer and this today, because half the day is already done. And we're just gonna be doing a little bit more for the business today. No lipstick, just lip liner. Although, since I mentioned it, I'll put on some lip gloss from my favorite thing ever. This is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. Oh, so it's kind of a balm. Huh. I always thought this was kind of a gloss, which it pretty much is, but I love this one. Everything Laneige, my skin loves. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the quality of the ingredients or something. But this is it. This is the this is the look for the day. Let me take this off. I'll be doing, I'm trying to do more content for like my TikTok, just because I know that might sound really shallow to some of you, but before I used to do a lot of like uplifting things, or not quite uplifting, but I would do a lot of accounting related memes. Ugh, I know that sounds like what the heck, but basically the job that I used to work at before was very stressful, and the only way for a lot of us to bond was laughing at our pain and misery, and that was just kind of something that I would create. And so now that I'm no longer doing that anymore, I still want to keep posting on TikTok. You know, I have a decent following, but it's crazy because I realize I have to switch niches, or maybe not even care about niches and kind of just go the personal route. So we'll see. We'll figure that out. Thanks so much for watching today. Let me know what else you would like to see on this channel. And don't forget to subscribe and like, dislike if there's something that you didn't like about this. That's totally okay. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.